We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Green Bay Packers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Charlie Jones now from his end zone. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
One, ready? Gun. Stop. 12. 11. Stop.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
12. What? Stop. 180. Stop.
Right back to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. You look at this Packers defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And this is what we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And we're going to see the ball in the air quite a bit here. This is a top 5 passing offense in the NFL. And they certainly like to get everybody involved. So this defense, they're going to have to be able to counterpunch somehow. They couldn't there, and it's an opening drive, first down.
Here we go. 11. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. 44 yards.
12. 11 empty. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Burrow on play action. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Here we go. 180. Stop.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And he tugged this one badly. It's no good. Wide left.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You talk about this Bengals defense. They were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Right through. Come on. Set. Ready.
Love now. Well, it's complete to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold up through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 180. 11. Stop.
Here's Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
180.
They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And take it right at the 35. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but an end of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Hey, check mega.
Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
97. Here we go. Red cycle. 50 cents.
Now Love. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. Oh, that is incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first down. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
Here's Daniel Whelan now. Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. Looking deep here for Chase. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 50 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Gun. Stop. 180. Stop.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now a 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
They snapped that at 1. Now it's Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
On one, ready? Here we go, here we go.
Brown will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Bengals 7, Packers nothing. Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
It's been a rough go on the ground throughout the entire game, but after a run like that, they may have found the spark to get their offense kick-started.
Here we go. Right in. 12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. The man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
11, MT, tape.
An inside give, Brown. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Gun, gun. Shot. Can, can. Can, can.
They go play action with Burrow. And off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Right in.
Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's in. Touchdown, Bengals. Chase Brown with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Okay, ready?
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. Now this aired out deep for Reed. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Packers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that'll make it 13-7.
Makes the score Bengals 13, Packers 7.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
On 1, right?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Here we go. Stop.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
11, MT, take. It's good set. 180. What is that? 11, 11, 11, 11. 11, Thomas. 11, 11, 11.
Now whistles and a flag. And I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Here we go. Wide 80. 11 MT tight. 11 MT tight.
Now Ball loses the football. And this is going to be Packer football. A little careless with the football. And he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did. And when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember traffic, turbulence, people around you. 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away. Tuck it away because you've got to take care of the ball.
That's a pretty strong running there. It's going to take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Okay, break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing. Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The Packers at 1-3 here in the early part of the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. Yeah, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Here we go. Don.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. A little screen pass, backdoor them, and that time, it was well for a solid gain. Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go.
Love. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Love. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Down.
Love looking to throw it. And he comes back with one complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100.
3rd and 3.
Right.
To throw now. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. John Fitzpatrick in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have timed the ball game with a chance to take the lead into the locker room. So now this to get themselves a lead here heading into the break. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Packers 14, Bengals 13.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Yeah. Really with it. I should probably start a head, boy, because I got all the hits, boy.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. Looking deep here for Chase. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. They've got the lead early here in the 3rd quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they're leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
Hey, come on, set. Black, 95. Ready.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs, 55 yards. And the Packers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a missing one as he won't make it back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open man is Chase complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Gun. Cut. Right 80.
Now it's Burrow. Man open left side is Brown. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
3rd down and 1.
Here we go. 11. Side. 12. Side.
And Burrow going to throw again. And it is caught. On the move past the 40. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 37. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
It's just 12. Right 80.
Now it's Burrow. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go. Blue, 32.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
A 50-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the lead now 11, 24-13. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line. The
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
And Burrow going to change the play. They go play action here on first down. Forced out to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Play action. It's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back on how they play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth.
Hey, can. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
First down.
So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Cut. 180. Cut.
To the air again, Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Andre Yoshibas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bengals have cut it back within a score. And that score there makes this a much more manageable deficit.
Agreed, because before that touchdown, this looked like this was about over. Instead, they've got hope. They're back in the game. They feel better about themselves, and now they have a chance to make some more plays.
A Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
The Bengals will line up for the
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call. And he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion. And now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Here we go.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
43 Ravens. Claws red. Ready?
Working out of the gun. Love. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. This is Brown going up the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 33, here's second down and 1.
11, Mike. Here we go. Big third.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Here's Burrow. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Packers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it. A beautiful fake. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
Second and 6 at the 41.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
11, 11, 11. Here we go, here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
2nd and 10.
Gun. Cut. 180. 12, 12, 12. Cut.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Bengals on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Big 13. Big 13. 11, 11. 11, 11, 11. Stop.
They're going to look to throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
Here we go. 12,
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
12, 12, 12. Stop.
They give it to Brown. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Chase Brown, his 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Bengals have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Packers! Josh Jacobs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Oh, this is blocked. It's picked up a wide ball here, remember. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
Oftentimes when you give up a touchdown, it's really a deflation for your entire unit. And the special teams crew, when they run out there, they still feel it, and maybe they don't go after it so much. Instead, they gave great effort there, blocked the extra point, and really gave them a lift after giving up the score.
Yeah, gave up the touchdown, lost the lead, but a nice job to get in there and block it. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Able to find Higgins. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
12, 12, 12. Hey, can. Got.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Back at his 48-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11,
now
11,
Burrow
11.
changing things up here. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Shot. 180. Right shot. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Take. 11 MT. Stop.
Back to throw. Open man got Field's chase. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 34-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Rashawn Gary. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
11, 11, 11. 11 Thomas. Stop.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on fourth down. From this spot, it's 46 yards.
180. Right shot. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Micah Parsons getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon.
Fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Big 13. Big 13. Stop.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He will find his man Chase complete. Fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. It doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11, 11. 180. Stop.
On the handoff, this is Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Second and 5.
Here we go, here we go. 180. 11.
Now they'll change things up.
Stop.
Another run for Brown on second down. And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short game. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The Lambeau faithful making as much noise as they can. It's third down. Now it's Burrow. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up on 4th down.
A 31-yard attempt.
And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left. And they'll remain down by 2. So without making excuses, you have to figure that this rain has had an impact now on both of his missed field goals.
It's one of those situations that's really difficult to practice for and tough to prepare yourself against. It's just a whole different animal kicking in the rain, and we've really seen him struggle.
And this is incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in the game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow, 43.
A handoff. Jacobs running to the left. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and 4. Love looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go.
And I hate to point to that missed field goal from their last drive, but you look at the scoreboard, they would be in the lead if they had that 3.
Well, no doubt those points or those missed points do loom large, but here they're getting a chance for a makeup, aren't they? Almost like my time in school as I was begging my teachers for a makeup exam. Here's their opportunity now to put those points on the board.
And every point becoming more vital here in the second half.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
mighty.
Here's Burrow. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's 3rd down.
Big 13.
Throwing, Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Palmer, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3. Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Here we go, set. Yellow, 22. Hut.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
60 red. 60 red. Set, go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Come on, set. Red, stop 33. Yellow. Ready.
Now Love. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Red, 38. Set, huh?
On third down, here comes Jacobs. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now the Bengals going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. The kick by McManus is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Wide 80.
Burrow. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Ready. 50, green. Set.
To a knee goes Love, and that should be that. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Packers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals.